Hello, I'm just fixing my hair. I thought I had it all tied back and then it was flying out. Oh dear. Anyways, good morning. It's morning time. That's the big thing. So I do lives. My name's Lori LaRose and I do lives at 8 most nights. Have been doing them for nearly 3 years, maybe 4 years actually, not nearly 3 years. It has been 3 years. Started doing them at 9 o'clock. Started doing it with a 100-day dealio, and I will actually say that because it inspired one of my girlfriends to start taking a walk for 100 days straight, no matter what. And she documented it on our Facebook page, and I'm super proud of her. And it kind of does, it launches. So during 2020, there was kids, two kids did 100 days of chalk drawings, and their families supported it. The dad hosed it down each day. I couldn't believe that they were really good, but they also developed through the 100 days, like their art, so anyways, it was fun for them, I think, and it was inspired me. I think they might have been at like day 95 when they were being reported or whatever, and I was like, I'm gonna do that 100 days. I'll just do 100 lives. I'll make a card a day. And I just really never stopped. So we went from 9 o'clock to 8 o'clock with coming the lightning days, like getting lighter days. I may take it back to 9 o'clock on the summers. I know that I slack off a bit during the summer, not because I'm slacking off, but just because nobody's wanting to watch me. So lives are not very friendly when nobody's on with you. But anyways, welcome. Hello, Vicky. How you doing? Okay, so I was trying to be like really super after the last one. My husband told me I mailed it in the last one, and I guess that's like it's not good. Not that he was saying I was bad. I had said, "Oh my God, I didn't even make a card." So, anyways, I really planned, like this morning I was going to be like, yeah, I'm going to work on this for 2 days. Because I have my Wednesday night club last night. I nailed it, by the way. I think you don't get to see the fancy fold, but look at what a pretty card, hey? And everybody, I think we all enjoyed it quite a lot. Hey, hi Keisha, how you doing? So super simple card, super simple fold, but everybody uses a different snap set or papers or their take, and it becomes really cool. So I'm going to pop you down because while I was looking for something to put on a card, so I didn't come up with a build plan because that would be not me. And we'll go from there. Hold on, I'll pop you down here. You do not need to see my morning mug, although I do have a morning mug of tea, which that's partly why I'm a couple minutes late coming on here, because why not? Anyways, okay. Mostly that's out of the way. It's not too annoying. Hang on a second. Let me just fix that. I'm sorry. Okay. I got my new Calypso Coral blends, and that's actually a nice segue to quickly say, calm down, Lori. That's a nice way to say. So much to say. I posted today on my site here, Active Stamping, a sneak peek at some of the new stuff coming out by Brie Kathleen. Beautiful card. And she actually, maybe that's why I did grab this. Who knows? I started off this morning thinking I was going to work with Latte Love because, of course, I love it. And I am promoting, pardon me, a class that will give you half a pack of this paper, and I'll send out 3 card kits, and we'll get together on a Zoom, so it'll be super fun. $35 gets you in there, and hang on one second. Pardon me, you guys, sorry. I'm really not ready for a 10 o'clock class. But yeah, so we're going to do that on the 28th of the afternoon at 1 o'clock. And you really should be letting me know quick, because I need to order the paper. I have a class coming here next Thursday, and I just ordered some of the paper yesterday, which it will not make it. So I'm like, oh, oops, hopefully, I'm positive there's one more pack around here that I ordered on purpose for it. But anyways, okay, I'm just going to go cut this in a part, and we'll get started with the real class. Hang on. Lots to say. And I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. I'm being very brave because I'm going to work with a set. And maybe I can work with this. Who knows? Oh, I'm going to work with these colors. No. And yes, I am. I am, yes, knowing. I don't actually know what I'm even opening up to. Okay, hang on. Hi, Sharon. Thank you, hon. I should have left this here, except it does pop up. So anyways, yes. And I love, so the other thing is it's super inspiring because I did my card. My original card was this little guy, which also has no gems on it or bows. And then one of the gals, Betty, showed hers, and she had, so this isn't going to look good, but she had a bow on hers, and she had the gems, and I was like, what the heck? I need to put some gems on. So I went and found my butterflies, and of course, the words are very apt. The little things you do make such a big difference, and these little butterflies made a big difference on my card. So you're able to take, of course, the idea that you're taught that night and make several more cards as well, because they are, I try to make them doable. My rule is they have to be able to stand and they have to be able to fit in an envelope. Okay, so anyways, okay, so the card class, a DSP based card class, again, and I've been saying this forever, and I think whichever, the people at the end of it probably will want to get the Latte Love class bundle. If they order it for the class, they will get a little bonus from me. Why not? And but you won't need this to complete the class if you are not if you are at home and you're like, well, one of the pieces of paper has everything you need, and the dies, I'll be cutting out dies like crazy because there's a little craft that we'll be using, kind of thing. So it'll be a very full and packed card class, basically. Okay, so I went to, and I look, I even got, oh, you can't even see here, I even started thinking, okay, this is what we're going to do today. Hold on, there's somebody here. Hello, Marianne. How are you, hon? I got your thing in the mail. Watch for mail, Marianne. So this was, I was even thinking, oh, we'll make a really kind of a nice bright. In fact, my mind's snapping right now. I'm like, oh yeah, I could put a mug. We can put, I'm looking, I've got these. Oh, I could change this out to be, oh, I could do this flower with a coffee cup. Oh, that'd be awesome. Okay, that, I just pause for 1 second. That would actually be quite fun. It's a little bit big. There is another sheet of the zinnia paper with a little bit smaller flowers. Whoa, this surrounded by flowers. How fun. Yeah. So I'll just quickly show you this coffee cup. You need to get it. It's an online exclusive. We never know when it's going to disappear. So there's always a little bit of urgency. We're hoping that it's around for quite a while. I'm not sure if it's pictured in the catalog or not, but look how versatile it is. Talking flowers and cups. I filled a cup, made it like a vase in that one. Okay, that is not even what we're doing, and we still might not complete a card today because, okay, I have to talk about these because that's an exciting offer. And then Enduring Beauty dies and stamp. What a pretty stamp. So you can imagine, I think quite easily, that you can just stamp this and it's like, ta-da, it's so beautiful. And you can color it in with your blends. So that's super duper. We are going to go on a voyage right now, and I am not quite sure where it's going to take us because I have not even opened this up. But so it's a nice size. Is this full size here? 90%. So it fills up an entire card for sure, right? So it's very filling, satisfying. Okay, and then it's got some dies. This is classic. So I am also advertising right now for a fantastic event. It's going to be such fun. Especially like if you're Stampin' Up! Gal, we're really super excited because, or guy, absolutely guys as well. A couple of my favorite people are, sorry, there was just a bird in my trees, and he was a really odd looking bird, and I can't see him again. So I'm really lucky. I have, okay, this is maybe why I don't do 10 o'clock classes or days very often, because I get very distracted by what's going on outside. All right, so fairly simple dies, actually. Kind of a little smidgen of surprise, actually, honestly. I thought a putty cat. I think I thought there was absolutely one die to cut this guy out. All right, I'm actually surprised that there isn't. That would have added some nice dimension. I thought there was a die to break this up a little tiny bit. Interesting. Huh. All right. Now I'm really pausing, hey? Okay. Okay, so there is these guys, and I will see, but I'm guessing we'll run them through in a few seconds here. But I'm going to guess that they go these layer over top. Okay, so this is interesting. So in the new catalog, this one's remaining, so you'll still be able to, there's no rush to get it. It's likely broken out as from being a bundle. So if I can show you today why you want it, and instead I'm like, wow, I'm so surprised. I know that we like the idea of cutting this out for sure. It's very attractive. I actually think, now I'm saying it, this might have been one of the sets that I actually Googled on Pinterest. I often look at Pinterest to make a final decision on whether I'm getting a stamp set or not, because I mean, you could watch me for the 100 days and you might see this one once. So it's easier to just hit Pinterest and see. I think I did look to see if I needed this, because how often was I going to pop that out? When was it prettier when it was popped out like that? And an idea of that is, for instance, this kind of shows it, I guess. Popping out, we're very big popper outers, right? So this guy could just be stamped right onto a white piece of paper, stamped and colored, and he'd be quite cute. But he's more effective when you can pop him up and out. And even if he was even on white, it's still, I mean, this one's nailed because, so this one's done by one of our gals, Allie. So thank you very much. I got that as a little card in the mail. But you see how the popping out is effective. Allie didn't overlap on this one, but I often overlap. Oh, well, this would be an example here. So instead of it being flat on and within the square, I often, very often, and that's what I see this doing, is having your square and overlapping so that you have things hanging off, not off the card because they won't fit in the envelope, but off the mat layer, right? And I do that just about all the time. Everything falls off. That might be, I'd have to look, is that my style? So anyways, that's why the die will be handy for sure. I am really disappointed. If you're 3D'ing these guys by having a layer of fine stuff, I'm surprised that there's not a fine one of these. They are putting a couple of these guys you would pop into it, but I'm really surprised they didn't have that so that pops up too, because I'm going to stamp a second one of that and do that. Okay, so that's that. The cool thing about this one and the other one that's coming, I can't remember what the name of the new one. So there's going to be two in the catalog, or one in the catalog, sort of one available. This one's not going away, like I said. The other one is more a rose. I'm pretty sure it's a rose, because I think I was like, ooh, I need that. But I'd already bought this one, so that's okay. And if you are my customer, okay, this isn't going to work. This isn't the only one. Oh, here, no. Oh, okay, this isn't going to work. I got to find the rest of these. Oh, this isn't it actually even, is it? Oh, hang on. I'm really... Wait a second, you guys. I'm like, this is the one that is the thing, right? Hang on, you guys. Wait for me on your leader. Where is that set? Nut that I am. The only thing I know is it's stained, clearly. Hang on. Wow, where is it? Where's the Enduring Beauty? Well, you get to see everything that's in here at the same time. Lots of it staying. Remember that if it's staying, like this guy's staying, but you'll lose the $7 discount if you are not purchasing it this month. So you do have 1 month to make purchases. I have, if your budget is like, oh, if I bought one every week, it would work way better for me. Talk with me, because I have clubs that I can get you going with. Okay, so this one is not part of it. You know what? This one is, we must have had, were the sunflowers like this? Okay, somewhere I have these guys. Hang on 1 second. I thought this was it, because otherwise I really can't do this. Here, maybe. Come on. Be it. All right. It's not. This is the sunflower one. There was one. I'm not losing my mind. Let's see if it's over here still. Come on, little set. Oh, boo. Well, that's disappointing, you guys. I'm sorry. I can still stamp this. But the whole point of today was, this will be exciting. I can show a brand new, to me, product. And I'd work through it, make mistakes, get messy, and have some fun. Oh, rats. Because I wasn't really sure how it worked. Because it's very much, you're supposed to work with it all together. And I honestly, I really don't know where it is, you guys. That's disappointing for you guys. All right. This might be tomorrow's cocktail. Let's do this at the cocktail party tomorrow. Because you see how you build it up, and you build it up on top of the stamp. So instead of having to color it, it's quite exciting. So I'll leave this for today. I'm just teasing you, actually. This was just a teaser. This is a preview, a trailer for the cocktail party tomorrow night. Yeah, that's what it was. I am totally organized. I just was doing a little trailer for you. Yeah. Okay. So Friday nights we do cocktail parties. I'm going to start coloring some cups of coffee because I'm actually going to go on with the idea that I had, which was also really good. So let's go with it. I just got to go grab my black ink now. Hang on one quick second. Oh, for goodness sakes, you all are saying, hey, Lori, let's hope I can find it by tomorrow night. If we're going to have this be a trailer. Okay, let's bring in our... When we're working with photopolymer, it's always a great idea to put your stamped paper, the paper you're stamping on, so back to the DSP. We're making a swap, you guys. Don't worry, this is coming together. The dies for this set, you don't have to have them. I will be cutting them out, but we'll be putting some French presses and the little cups together for some of the cards. And I will be, well, okay, my husband, bless his soul, is going to cut the stuff up for us. So it's going to be a really fun class on the 28th. Like I said, sign up today so I know. And then I have more energy making my cards when I know, like, I've got people are coming. And yeah, we're booking up for Thursday afternoon, next Thursday afternoon too, at 1 o'clock here at my house. I'm excited. Cheryl and I were talking, and she's like, I don't think I can do the evening. And I was like, you know what? Let's throw the gauntlet in. I'll see how many people want to come in the afternoon. And we've got, I think, 4 people coming already. And a couple people haven't responded to me. Oh, and a couple people weren't sure. Be careful with your little black guy. He's so nasty. Hang on a second. All right. So yeah, so there's a few sets that you might have had your eyeball on. Like I said, talk with me. I have a couple girls starting up a club, and we can get you going. If you needed to buy like probably 3 to save, well, you save enough money for a couple stamp pads or something maybe. So that'd be kind of cool. All right. Now, do you know what's interesting? One of the reasons I didn't get the Calypso for quite a while, and maybe the reason I actually got the Calypso, was because this paper has the Calypso in it. That being said, I'm like, there's no part of me that's like, yeah, let's make a Calypso this. Okay, let's not. Let's do a berry burst, because I love berries, and there's berries in the, what's that called? The other paper. We're going to work with a different paper. If I keep working with the DSP, then I want that to be all fresh, new stuff at the class, and I'll be tapped out of ideas. I believe it or not, I'm not a never-ending font of ideas. Okay, here we go. I threw out a challenge the other day. Go and find my Instagram. So I'm Lori LaRose. I have Active Stamping here on Facebook, but I also have an Instagram page. If you're like, what are you doing, Lori? And I'm talking and I babble for like an hour and you're like, be quiet, Lori. I don't blame you. But if you'd like to see the ideas I have in like a 45-second spiel, a little reel they call it, not a spiel, but a reel, I'm over on Instagram. This is the one. So I do that, and I double time it. So it takes like about 45 seconds. So my daughters say, it's too long, Mom. And I'm like, I don't think for crafters that they're too long, quite honestly. I'm not going viral because they are too long, but I think we as crafters will love it because you see the actual putting together of the card, but at triple time. And there's one where I'm actually, it's this card actually that I'm putting together. And the coloring of this card, it looks so cool. It's just like, because I never lift my pen up. And so it's just like, and it just filled in. It's kind of like magic, honestly. If you find that reel and you say, found it on it, then I am going to put you in for a draw and I'm going to send you, what card was I going to send you? All right, I'll send you a card. I don't know if I was sending you a card from last night. I'll send you that card. What the heck? Because basically, you are incredible. So that's a great card. I'm going to put that over here so that I don't give it away. It's glued together. The fun thing is, from that, if you look at my whole page, and you see, I don't know, I think, do I have like 101 posts or something, whatever I have. I don't have a ton of posts, but you'll see that's how many cards I probably glued together because I have to take a picture of them eventually, so I glue them together. Probably 95% of them are glued actually before the picture's taken. The ones that I do each night here, not necessarily glued. I was telling my girlfriend, who also let me know that Friday nights are a little dangerous for her because every time I misplace something, you're supposed to have a little drink. And she's like, I drank 3/4 of a bottle of wine, for goodness sakes, Lori. I was laughing. We were laughing and laughing. I said, well, it can be super fun. I do always caveat that you should, oh, look how bonus that is. Yahoo! That's my little guy that goes inside there, and I'm going to put him in right now because he's more beautiful than just coloring it in. So if you don't have the dies and you've chosen just to get the stamps, okay. Unless you don't have a die machine, that's crazy, just saying. Because the whole part of this set, as much as it's fantastic, I really, really think this is one bundle, that the bundle is more than half of the dealio. And they go together. The stamped cups do actually go quite nicely together with these things. Maybe not. Anyway, well, no, maybe not to that. I do think they go together. You do need it. That's cute. I love the spoons all the time too. Okay, what I'm just kind of casually looking for here is to see, and I guess this is it. I told her, I feel like through the week, I'm looking always, and it seems like I'm really organized on the Friday nights, and I don't feel like I say very often, oh, I can't find something. She's like, oh, no. And I know the girls have giggled and told me that they have definitely had to go have a little bathroom break because they've been drinking so much. So clearly I'm incorrect in my thoughts that I'm all organized on Friday night. So tomorrow night we will explore the lovely and wonderful Enduring Beauty, and I will have figured out. Now, question, do you want me to figure it out? You want me to find it, I know that. Do you want me to have example ahead of time and know exactly what I'm doing and be all smooth demonstration? Or do you want me to fumble and fuddle and not know quite what I'm doing and explore all the ways that not to do it? Which is your favorite way to watch my show? All right, so I had this paper. This is a piece of the DSP. One side is this fun orange, which I think I just used on a card the other day. The other side looks like swirls of coffee, kind of, right? And so would I have preferred that it was slightly, I actually wish this was slightly wider because I actually wish the swirl was like that. But anyways, so it just looks a little bit like coffee. In this case, this one looks a little bit like a tiger. In full truth, I'll probably go back and cut another one and put a slightly different one in there, but I can definitely put this guy on here. And I should have cut the whole dang thing out at the same time. Come on. 9:30. We're doing good. Ugh. Stuff is shifting around my house. Ay, ay, ay. So, this remains a bundle, by the way. So even though this is the one I'm showing and having fun with, if there are, I would be so surprised if this one disappears before another month or two, quite honestly. I don't see this one disappearing quite yet. I'm going to be really sneaky. Oh, I'm having trouble with that, actually. Oh, I gotta go cut another one. I'm going to take this over. I'm going to cut it out at the same time. Except I think that was a problem. That is. I don't know where that is. That's why I've been hand cutting them lately. Okay, I'm going to just deal with that. I'm going to cut this out. If you're wondering what I'm babbling about, it's crooked. The stripes on here are really being animal-y to me. Does that make sense? It doesn't look like coffee to me. It doesn't look like and I make a latte each day. And actually, now my husband's home. He's recently retired. Kind of fun. Coffee is his favorite time of the day now. And they do the light and dark crema on the top of a coffee does do just about exactly that, because I'm not fancy. The other one that we could use, there's another DSP in here. But yeah, I was kind of half aware that I wanted to be cognizant a smidge. I tend to cut closer, than the dyes do, which is kind of interesting because then I have less white. I don't get stressed. I did initially when we very first got dyes, like what, 10 years, 15 years ago. They made too big of a border in my mind around the objects, and our punches too, right? And now, of course, the more you see it that way, then you just get used to that. Little hint, if you are ever cutting and you want to have a hollowed out area, I literally cut right through where I want to be. Do my cut of the object. And when you put it back down, you have no idea that it's been cut. Well, okay, there, right? You don't see it. Nobody's going to see that you actually cut through it. So if it's fairly narrow, I would say if there was a little tiny circle here or something, cutting all the way through there might not work quite as well, but that certainly is not a problem on that one. All right, and then I need to grab this paper, because I'm going to use a different piece of the paper and do, like I said, my head was popping with some ideas, so let's pull it together here. All right, the other thing that is kind of a fun one, and you can do it at your pace as well, I have a blends club. And when you order your 4th purchase of 4 blends, sometime within 4 months, so it can be within 2 months, with May, so this is why it's timely right now and why I have a couple people joining right now, is to get their blends up to date and replace and replenish a couple of them. They are going up. So they're $13.75 right now, and I think they go up to $15. And so for $55, you save $5 if you on 4 of them. And if you, the bonus is, as you're buying them, when you finish your 4th purchase, you get a $30 shopping spree with me as well. So that's kind of fun. And I can cater that a little tiny bit if you would like to do. I have a bigger shopping spree basically if you do 5. That's the catering thing. Okay, I'm going to cut these 2 out here. I like these 2, I think. Pretty. Oh, these 2 are nice too. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just looking. I'm thinking, so I love the way these guys are clustered. I'd actually leave them clustered, so that's kind of cool. But because I colored my cup the color I did, I'm coming over to here as an idea. So I'll be coming in a little bit further. On the back side of this is super fun purple paper, kind of fun. But this is the dealio. So I rough cut. Is there a name for it when you call it rough cut? And with the blends, just to finish that off, and then as I'm cutting here, I have a whole other story. Literally, you can order them every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks. Is a really popular one. So I don't know how that works, with the monetary part of it, but having them arrive, some people pretty much every 10 days, sort of like, right? So they order them. When they arrive, they order the next ones. I think the bigger thing is, and this is why I love the Blends Club, in real truth, Right now we're at a little tiny bit crunched for time, so you'd want to try and get them in before May 1st kind of thing. A few of them, at least. Maybe you want to try and get 2 in. Maybe at least 1, right? Like at least you started down the path, so that's a plus. But in the old days, it also gave you some time. So you got your blends. A couple of the people did, so I'm caveating this a little bit. A couple of them did too fast, and then they really played with those two because they got like really basic colors. And then they played with them for 2 and 3 weeks, and they figured out what they really felt they were missing. Oh, you know, every time I think I want like a crumb cake, and I didn't get it. Okay, now I'm going to get the crumb cake because I think it looks really, really nice with the pecan pie I bought the first week. I thought I was covered with the pecan pie as my browns. I didn't think I needed crumb cake. I was so happy with my lolly and my berry burst. Oh, yeah, I'm so happy. Oh, wait, now I need Highland Heather. Do you know what I mean? So it's really nice because it kind of keeps you focused on it and aware of what do I want? What do I need to fill in here? And I think it's fun. So the final one for everybody could certainly be the beautiful new in colors, right? So that would be a good way to wrap it up. Oh my gosh, could that have gotten any better if I purposely tried it? Look how nice. Look at. There's a spot for this just to nestle right in there. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, except for that part, I'm loving this. Okay. Love, love, love. Okay, let's go. Can I say okay one more time? As I pulled that piece of paper out, look at the back of this. I think that might be kind of fun to have. Maybe it'd be a little bit crazy. Might be big crazy. Here's my number. I think this one might be nicer. Oh, but I love this one so much too. I hate when I love the one side so much that I don't want to use the back side. This is a little bit softer. This is a little crazier. This is a little more sophisticated for what I'm kind of trying to do here. You guys are like, you're trying to be sophisticated? As soon as you pull out the zinnias, you're not so sophisticated anymore, Laura. Okay. All right. I am going to go cut a chunk of this out and see how it goes. I'm going to go cut another piece of this at the same time. And I'll see. But if you are... I think a lot of you actually do this already. If you're coloring at the same time as me, it makes it kind of fun, right? Okay, I'm going to cut this. And you know what? I'm going to use one of the sets that I think we should all make sure we have. So a little bit of what you need and what you should get still. Because... this set is disappearing after a couple years. It's been around for a while. It has been around since August 21. This was in the 21-22 catalog. So it's been around for a while, but it is disappearing. Color and contour. I think most of my gals anyways, if you are new to the world, it's not a bad one to get. I don't know if it's on sale. So on April 2nd, sorry, I'm just lining this up and I have trouble lining and talking at the same time, clearly. April 2nd, many things are going on sale. Some of them quite nice sales. Some of them, I don't know if there's any that are just 10%, is there? Anyways, long and the short is, some things we want to wait until the 2nd. And when you're doing it on the 2nd, you want to make sure that if the dies might be on sale from a set of a bundle, but the stamps are not, but it's a better deal to separate in that case. So there's just lots of, well, what am I doing right now? That's where I'm sitting in my mind. Anyways, I get nervous. Okay. All right, so this is a must buy if you haven't already got it. If you like scallops. I'm just trying to think. I like to be, oh, that's going to look so, that just makes me breathe easier. This is way prettier. Again, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on here and replace. I'm pouring myself another cup of coffee. That one's no good. All right. Nice. So I'm also running an event on May 4th at a fancy place, the Innisfail golf course. And I had a question because I posted it on the Innisfail bulletin. And I think this is going to look really cool. So now I need some words. And of course, I'm totally gearing it for Stampin' Up! Girls. And really, I'm for Stampin' Up! Demonstrators and their best customers and their favorite friends to come and see all the new stuff. And that being said, I don't know how to target it to them. So now I'm on this website that there's the world of people, and like there's sewers and crafters and quilters down in Innisfail being like, sounds fun, it's a getaway, I love it. But so you don't have to be, you can be a beginner and come, but it is geared towards the Stampin' Girls. But yeah, the value is there. You're going to get a $72 value bundle, which comes up to like $87. And I'm only charging $95 for the whole thing. And you're getting like a $35 class in an event venue. We're doing the extra hour of, I'm doing demonstrations as one of the stations kind of thing of making cards or getting a demonstration of all the other products that I have. It's going to be really quite cool. Well worth the drive out from Calgary or Edmonton even. Edmonton's a little bit farther, but definitely from Red Deer. So Central Albertans, perk up your ears if you know people in Central Alberta. I'm just looking for words right now. Let them know, because May 4th is a great place to be. Time to make new memories. Ooh. So these two are from a really fun little kit. Do I have it right here to put them away? No. Okay, never mind. Oh, let's see. This might work though. I want something, sending flowers and thinking of you. Words fail to express. Thank you so much. I think this, when you see a coffee, does it make you feel cozy? Like, does this card instantly, it's sort of like, hey, I wish we were getting together, or I miss you, or yeah, is it something like that? Wishing you peace. You're in my thoughts. That'll work. Hills of Tuscany are going goodbye. I've only used it once, I think, on that thing. It turned out really dynamite. I don't have it handy to show you, but I do love it. But it's going. And it's one, you either like it or not. And is there one coming that's sort of like it? I feel like there might be. I just can't thank you enough. You're in my thoughts. This is tiny. That's the only reason, but it's 85%. So let's see how big it really is. It's just tiny. I'd like it to be maybe not so tiny. I want it to fill up this space right here, right? You're in my thoughts. Oh, actually, it might be too long. 85% is weird. I will say that I think when we get the new catalog, I think I'm going to be a little sad. I think some of the stuff's not going to be proper size. Just looking for words. So with Coffee and Friends. Oh, this is perfect. Sometimes you just have to reheat your coffee and try one more. Try again. See if that's a good size. Yes. It's exactly the shape. So how many of you use, like me, I have trouble finding sentiments that are the right shape and match the sentiment, quote, quote. Yes, I am trying to be funny, but it is. That is a little bit of a challenge for me. Anyways, oh my gosh, I'm going to love this. You guys were worried that I was going to just not make it again, but here we go. Lori to the rescue again. Okay, and I have to just do one more, although we're after Easter. If you didn't yet get these guys, and I didn't work with them a ton, but I actually really think these are worth looking at. I don't think you need the stamp sets, but I think you really should. If you think you're going to become a stamper, like a card maker, these for dining room tables, if you have children and are thinking you're having grandchildren or such, this is a perfect egg shape. Oh my gosh, I just love it. This is really, really necessary, just FYI. And they're disappearing, obviously. Not surprised by that. I'm sure they are disappearing, aren't I? If I'm wrong, please let me know, somebody, because I don't like to panic people and make them buy. And I can always verify it before, if you say, if I can buy them next year. But I think it is the one. Okay, I would like this in Berry Burst, I think, right? Don't you think Berry Burst would be nice up here? Did I bring that one over? Of course not. And, oh, I didn't bring it over because it's from over there. Never mind. I still have old and new stamp pads. I have really, really old stamp pads. I have 4 different styles of stamp pads actually still current. Hi, Susan. How are you doing? We missed you last night. Did you see what we were making? You don't get to see the shape, but actually, you're on the, we have a special, what do we call it, an elite Facebook group, a private special Facebook group that we all post our examples on too. And you'll have already probably seen that the girls knocked it out of the park last night. Okay, here we go. Stamping. Am I online here? No. Watching more of that than this. Hang on a second. Sorry about that if I've been off screen the whole time. So many things to think of when you're doing this game. Oh, it's so soft. But I think it'd be nice. I'm going to stamp it one more time. Maybe. I'm so quiet for a second. Okay. All right. So anyways, yes, value of May 4th is fantastic. Let your friends know around the area. If you know somebody that would actually enjoy craziness with me, but they're not necessarily stampers, I did realize, you know what? I can send you home with 2 kits. So you can come to the class, no problem. That's awesome. But you won't need a bundle if you don't have everything it takes to have a bundle. Do you know what I mean? And so I cut that slant the wrong way. It's okay. I totally will get you set up regardless so that it's appropriate to you. The bundle's just exciting because it's just, yeah, I get a new bundle and the whole day. So it's kind of exciting. You're putting the money out towards it, but I actually think the day is going to be worth like $50 anyways. And then you get a bundle on top of it. So it's super cool. Okay. So I really like this. I'm having a great deal of, that's not quite big enough. Something's really wrong with that. Hey, don't you think? Vicky will get this. Currently right this second, I'm trying to peel off a salon pass off it's bubbling up. But they're really good, Vicky. I love them. So I have pain in my neck sometimes, and Vicky has suggested to me, and they're at Costco in a big bulk thing, but you might want to try them at a small thing first, but you don't even need to try them. They're really good. They're paste, plaster, like a Band-Aid basically you put on, but they're coated in all sorts of good stuff, and they really are fantastic. Doesn't this coffee cup make you fantastic? Like that? That's nice. What are we going to do with this? What are we going to do for this, dang words? That's just too white on there. I guess I could stamp it. It's too tiny. These are tiny dang words. They're totally the right sentiment, but they're tiny. This is kind of nice, holding you close in my heart. How big is that? Holding you close in my heart. Well, let's try it. Another little trailer for tomorrow night's party. Yeah, let's give that a try. All right, did I fit? Oh, sorry, didn't mean. Time to go home, lights turned off. Oh, that's not what I want. Did I finish most of my stories today? I'm trying to be a good girl and finishing my stories. Come on, white piece of paper. Come on, scrap of paper. Sadly, this is a scrap because I did red splotches. Ugh, how ugly. I was really ugly that day. All right, here we go. I'm not reading your guys' comments. Wouldn't it be fun? Oh, you too. We got to do an international one sometime. Truly, actually, honestly, I might need to do something in the Toronto area. Like, I'm talking a decade from now. You know, it's weird. We're getting older, though. And a decade from now, I'll have less energy to actually do what I'm thinking I'd like to do. Aw. Anyways, but yes, well, that being said, we could do a virtually kind of, it just wouldn't be, but doing a Zoom event wouldn't be the end of the world. That might work. Maybe I need to zoom that in. Let's see how I go with it, but do the whole demo and we get all the products. We'd figure out how to get you in here, Caroline, don't you worry. Hopefully everybody would think it was just cool to have you come. Do you know what? When I went to one in the springtime, we actually had a Hawaiian at it, and she was a guest, so I could have you in as the guest, and then you'd totally be able to come to it. Ha ha ha. All right, this is still so white. Why is that such a problem? I do like the words. I can put this over here. Maybe that's how I need to do it. I don't know. I don't know why that's so white. So I'm just going to ignore my feelings because I think I'm being silly. I'll pop it in here. I kind of like that. Okay. And I had a yellow cardstock that I thought actually might look kind of nice underneath this. And then we'll wrap it up. Oh, Connie, that's a great idea. Okay. I don't know if the girls from Alberta and BC will be able to come out, but I'll come. Let's do it. Wouldn't that be fun? I just told you I was coming down I wanted to come to Ottawa, and I'm actually probably not doing that this year now. So it's like I have a free pass to come. How far are you from Toronto? You're 2 hours still from Toronto, aren't you, or something? No, but do we fly someplace closer to you? How do we get to your house? Road trip is a little long, can I just say? I went to school in Ottawa, and I did drive my car back and forth a couple times, foolishly. Okay, so that might be pretty. Not. You know, I love Misty Moonlight. Just seems like a nice calm everything. Probably for my world, I need calm. Oh yeah, that's nice. So my challenge is I feel like I need one more layer or something here, and maybe by putting white in there, it'll calm everything down. Do take a peek at what's coming on. Not coming on. How am I trying to say this? Oh, this might be nice too. There's going to be a couple of the embossing folders is what I'm trying to say, because this would be a great place to have an embossed image. Lori, finish saying it. Embossing folders going on sale on the 7th. Take a peek at which ones you might need. This might look nice on here. Kind of like that. Come get down here, you craziness. Doesn't this coffee just, honestly, it just makes me happy. So much happier than that other one. And then, like I said last night, I end up not using as many dots and stuff, embellishments, because I never am finished. But I think a couple embellishments would be lovely on here. I had a white piece. I don't think it's going to be as nice. But that takes away the feeling like that's too white. So if I was going to do this, there is a larger one, again, of this shape. I might end up putting that as the cutout behind it. Or have it just very much smaller so I have more blue. But I don't mind the white, hey? And then I do like the berry. And again, I will cut it smaller so that I'm just going to push it over here. So if you watch this side, I would like that much border, and I think I have just about that much. So ignore that side a little bit. And I guess I have to be careful, this little leaf. Now, if all was push and shove and I really wanted this to be down here, I would just cut this little leaf out and I would push it up. So I won't cut the tip off, but I would cut it down a little bit closer. It just worked lovely that it was there, but if I need to work with it, I certainly could kind of, do you know what I mean? Anyways, all right, gals. Whew. And then I don't think a spoon in this case, especially, so honestly, if the spoon could be here, possibly, but with it being this way, I don't think so, right? So no spoon in this case. We've finished stirring. I like that. Do you guys like that? I think that's kind of fun, hey? Yeah, on berry, I agree with you, Caroline. And a little bit smaller, a smaller mat than a full one, I'm thinking. And maybe that one would work with that bad thing. All right, gals, I'm going to let you go. I will see you back here for the party, and we'll work with, oh, this is the little trailer. We're going to work with Enduring Beauty tomorrow night at the cocktail party. Bring your favorite beverage. It can be mock or cocktails, and we'll go from there. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thanks for having faith in me and joining me. I have too much to say to you all the time, and you'd think that in daily events I would get it all out, but I never seem to. I do repeat it. That's a big part of it. All right, if you have questions, let me know, and otherwise have a fantastic day. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks for the love and hearts. I love it. See you guys later. Bye-bye.